In today's video, I'm going to show you how to turn on or off the auto power saving functionality on your Casio Pro PRG-600 watch. This is module 5497 from Casio. So what exactly is this? This is a feature that's available on a lot of the solar powered Casio watches as well as some other watches out there. What it does is the watch will automatically go into a low battery mode, so it preserves battery life for you when it senses that you're not wearing the watch. So after 60 to 70 minutes of it being in darkness or it's not getting any kind of light on the dial, it'll go into this mode automatically. On this watch, it'll turn off some of the functions, like the second hand will stop and your digital display will turn off after 60 to 70 minutes. If it's been in the darkness for 6 to 7 days, it will turn off even more functions, like it will turn off your minute and your second hand as well. Again, all of it's doing is to preserve battery life. Once you bring the watch back into light, it will resume all of your settings. It'll keep your time configuration, all of that stuff. It's just saving some battery life for you. I would think most people would want to keep this function on. Maybe there's some people who work in dark areas and they want to turn this off. I'm going to show you how to do it. First thing we have to do is we have to make sure we are in the timekeeping mode on the watch. You've got a little sub-dial over here on the left-hand side that will show you which mode you are currently in. If you look at mine, mine is pointing to TEMP because I'm in the temperature mode. If your mode button is pointing straight up, that will tell you that you are in the timekeeping mode, and that's where we need to get to. So I got a couple different options to get there. I can either press the mode button several times until I get back to my timekeeping mode, or no matter what mode you're in, if you press and hold the mode button, which is your bottom left button, if you hold it for 3 seconds, it will take you to your timekeeping mode. This is what it should look like when you're in your timekeeping mode. We've got the little sub-dial pointing up, and then you should see some values down here for your time. You can adjust those. So you might see your barometric pressure trend, you might see the digital time, or you could see the day of the week, month, and date. Now that we're in our timekeeping mode, to get to our settings, we need to pull out the crown. So I'm going to unscrew it. This is a screw down crown, so don't just start pulling on it. I'm going to turn it towards me, and we're basically unscrewing the threads from the screw down crown. You'll feel it kind of pop out once you've successfully unscrewed it. Once it's out, now you can pull the crown. And when we pull it out, we should start seeing our city blinking here. That tells us that we are in the settings mode for the watch. Now we need to simply press the adjust button. We're going to press it several times to get to this setting. First time it takes us to our daylight savings setting. Press it again, it takes us to our ketones. Press it again, it takes us to our auto LED functionality. Again, here's our light time, backlight time, 12/24-hour format. Eventually, you will get to a screen that says P-Save. You can see in my case, by default, it should be on. If you wanted to turn it off, you'll simply turn your crown to toggle the value off or on. You can turn the crown either way, forward or back, to change this. Set it the way you want. I'm going to leave mine on. Once you've got it set accordingly, you're going to push the crown in. That will confirm your changes and take you out of your settings mode, and we've successfully turned on or off the auto power saving functionality on the watch. The last thing we need to do, we're not done, is you always want to remember to screw your crown back in. So I'm going to push the crown in and I'm going to start turning it away from me to re-thread it back in. You don't want to over tighten it, but you want to get it nice and snug. You always want to screw in a screw down crown on a watch, because if it's left out, it will allow moisture to get into your watch. We don't want that to happen. Pretty simple stuff. That's how you can turn on or off the auto power saving mode on the Casio Pro PRG-600 watch. I hope the video helped.